that's not a place you want to add. I don't need to add padding there.
My dad can dunk.
Yeah,
no, I can't, dude.
I had a big 555 sole back to give you a sense of what time period it was. Did you bring your own cardboard?
No, the cardboard was supplied by the streets.
What are you guys comparing this to that people can be like, oh, I like that film, I'm going to love this?
I think a little bit of the Goonies vibe. You're mischievous kids in a way, but cool mischievous kids. So Goonies meets superhero movie.
Yeah, I think there's like some Home Alone in there, only in that the kids have to rally against the adults. Yeah. So there's a lot of room for like physical and kind of creative comedy there. Goonies, even E.T., kids getting on a bike and going out and trying to figure something out and keep it from the adults and all that stuff that's really fun for young kids, expanding their imagination. So yeah, I think it's that world.
Either of you guys got a man cave that could rival the Guards, or are you allowed to have even a man cave at all?
I think part of this film was inspired by Pena's man cave.
Yeah, I like miniature creations, and I made my man cave, and they're like, ooh, we can make that into a movie. No, I'm just kidding. No. I do have a small room where I have my drums, my heavy bags, and some gym equipment, mainly like one dumbbell, and a corner office, which is probably just a chair and a small desk.
Perfect. Kept you going through lockdown, so that's all that
He's got a house that's a man cave.
I mean, I've got some fun things in there, but I think we all aspire. It's why it's such a consistent device in stories and films, is that we're all 10-year-old boys that want a place to be able to go hide out and play with our gadgets and stuff. So I think that's why so many of us relate to it. If
you could have used any of the Guards, I'm going to say, gadgets, because rather than superpowers, because he gets his power from the gadgets in everyday life, which one do you think is going to be the most useful for you? Because obviously Charlie becomes a super pitcher using one of them.
The fanny pack was pretty killer. No spoilers, but fanny packs are back.
There's a fanny pack in the movie.
And the flight suit. He's gone. He's out of there. And I think he might even be able to fly underwater. So
do you both rock a fanny pack? We call them bum bags over here, but I know in America they're fanny packs.
I have actually. At two different phases. I tried to bring it back recently. I'm working on it. It's never in the front though. Ooh. I kind of keep it on the right hip. I used to bike everywhere through Philadelphia when I lived there, and I did. I had a big 555 sole back to give you a sense of what time period it was. An oversized fanny pack that I would keep on the hip while I rode around, because this backpack, you get sweaty in the summer on your back. I think it looked pretty cool. I think it was a lot of snickering, but I think I was a funny guy, so it was hard to tell. But it was, I've tried to bring it back recently. I think it's really about the placement. That's where you go wrong. It's just that's not a place you want to add. I don't need to add padding there. I've already
kind of wear them across the body these days. People wear them
But is that a fanny pack though?
That's different.
Is it? You know what I mean? Like it's not on the fanny, which is the butt, right? It's like it's more across. It's like a
crossing guard purse.
Yeah, it's like a chest purse or something like that for a dude, It's not even threatening to be a fanny pack. And it's not, because I think you got to take the deep dive, and you got to have 100% full commitment to rock that fanny pack.
Yeah, it's a daring endeavor.
In the way that we all know that The Rock did rock his fanny pack back in the day.
I feel like, he can do whatever he wants.
Nobody's going to say anything.
I think he's -% body fat.
And obviously you're both dads. So if you were a superhero, would you tell your kids, or are you keeping that one under wraps?
No, can you imagine? It's bad enough we're actors. You know what I mean? Like you're
already cool dads. That's what I mean.
It's like Angela Duckworth's book Grit. Like they need to learn what real life is like, somewhere else. I'm like, imagine if you were a superhero, that's even worse.
Also, when you're like a 10, 12-year-old boy, you're already lying about your like achievements, and they're trying to look cool.
My dad can dunk.
No,
I can't, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot dunk.
My dad played in the NFL. No, he played wiffle ball. It was like it's you're trying to get cool points anyway. It would be a hard secret. It'd be hard to trust a child to keep that secret in. But you try to find the right age for it.
Yeah, you guys, like I said, you're already cool dads. You're already actors, so like you're kind of winning.
I'm gonna use this tape to play for my children because
you are very cool. We all think that you're very cool. You can, by all means, show them. And Michael, could you already moonwalk before this, or did you make sure that you polished up that act for for the film?
Ha ha ha! I like the way you put that question, but I actually used to breakdance for money when I was like 5. You know who the hustler was? Was my mom, because we were, we went to, I went to the school Assumption, which is across the street from Cook County Jail, and so we had on these little ties, and there was always kids breakdancing, and my mom says, I bet you my sons can beat you. And you're like, what? And she would put up $5.
Wow. And we pool sharking, but breakdance.
She did. I mean, I was doing the windmill when I was 5 years old. So like, what are you gonna do?
Did you bring your own cardboard?
No, the cardboard was supplied by the streets.
Okay. Yeah.
Supplied by the streets. Well, I'm glad that it came in handy later on in life and that everyone gets to see it. So good job with this whole film, guys.